Back to my channel. Welcome back to another Telly Talks. Today's talk is separation before elevation. I know that sometimes you are in certain circles, or even if it's with your family, but it's something different about you. It's something God wants to do specifically with you, and sometimes God want to do that with you and only you. And so you can't bring everybody that, in your circle, in your space, even your family that's close to you. Those people can't carry out the thing that God has for you to do. Whatever your purpose is, whatever He's leading you towards is something specifically catered to you. And unfortunately, you can't bring everybody else with you. So in those times, God will separate you. God will make a way that you're no longer hanging out with this person as you once were, or even at all, or you're no longer having the urge to be around certain family members or go to certain celebrations or certain events anymore. And you ask yourself, like, wow, like I once was into this, I once was happy and enthusiastic, and it's nothing against the people who there, but I just don't have that feeling no more. I just don't have that urge or that desire to do that anymore, or to go that place anymore, or to be around those people anymore. And that's God separating you. That's God separating you because He sees a higher purpose in you. He sees a higher calling in you. And in order for you to really lock in and focus on whatever He is want to reveal to you and help you carry out, you have to get rid of the distractions around you. And so God will separate you. He will put you in a desert. He will put you in seclusion. He will make you by yourself, not alone, but you will be by yourself in order to get clarity, in order to get vision, in order to get direction. God will separate you, and then from that separation, He will elevate you. He will elevate you to where He's calling you to, wherever He's taking you to. He will call you there, and He will show the people around you, this is why I had to release you. This is why I had to stop hanging out with you. This is why I couldn't come to those family functions like I used to. This is why, because I was doing the work of the Lord. I was doing something that He was calling me to, and I couldn't have any distractions, whether that be your best friend, your family, your lover, whoever that was. God is saying that I have to remove you from that comfort, that comfortability, that comfort zone, that familiar area, that familiar people. I have to remove you from that place so that I can take you to a new place. In order to take you to a new place, I have to get you out of that. I have to pull you out of that. And it's going to feel different. It's going to feel weird. It's going to sometimes feel lonely, but you're not alone because God is with you and He's guiding you. And then on the other side of it, it will all make sense. And you will see why God was drawing me further and further away from what I thought I liked, or what I was so used to and comfortable with. And so when He elevates you, that will be the aha moment. That will be the moment where you say, okay, God, this is why I had to get out of that. This is why I had to get out of that relationship. This is why I had to remove myself from those friends. This is why I couldn't be in those those family functions and barbecues. This is why. Not because I didn't like them, not because I hated them, not because I didn't want to be around you or be around them. In fact, I did want to be around them. In fact, it was a struggle to say no. In fact, it was, lonely when I was by myself and I felt like I was the only one here. But then God shows you that aha moment, and you get it, and you experience your purpose, and you experience everything that God wanted you to have and do. And then it will all make sense to you and to others. And then they can look at you and they can say, okay, well, this wasn't, towards me. Because sometimes when you separate yourself from people, they think it's towards them. But sometimes God just wants to separate you from that familiar area. So it's not about them all the time. And sometimes it is about them, because maybe, you know, God is trying to make you more like him, and they're, you know, they're in the world, or they're doing certain things that God don't like. So sometimes he will remove you from them because it is them, and other times it's not even about them. It's about God's purpose, and he wants you to be focused, and he wants you to not have any gods or any idols or any people that will come before him that will distract you from doing what it is that you've been called to do. And so when you get that aha moment, and they able to see that this was the reason why you couldn't come to those family functions and those barbecues and those trips anymore, this is why, you know. And then, you know, from there, maybe you will inspire them. You know, maybe you will inspire them by taking a faith walk, by saying, you know what, I'm gonna do not my will but God's will. I'm not gonna do what I'm not gonna do what I want to do. Even though I want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. And then God will bless you, and he will bless them as well, because they will get to see the evidence of what he did when he separated you and then elevated you. So be encouraged. If you are finding yourself that you slowly not wanting to do certain things that you once were, or you just feel a different pull, you know, you feel a separation, whether it be with certain family members, friendships, relationships, that's God wanting to separate you because he sees something great in you, and he wants to do a new thing in you. And in order for you to be elevated, you have to be first separated. So be encouraged, and I will see you soon. Peace.